Hi everybody. Thank you for practicing with me today. We are going to be working on our wrists today. So I invite you to grab a strap and a couple of blocks to really help support your practice today. So we're going to start in a comfortable seat. However that looks for you. If you want to, you can take a block and set it underneath the sit bones to get the pelvis elevated above the knees here. So we're going to get started by taking this strap into a loop. We don't need to fasten it at all, but just a nice loop here. So the strap is nice and doubled here and is half of its length. We're going to take inside our thumb into the loop here and bring the fingers together. So I'm working with my right hand here if it feels right for you. And as you're ready, we're going to bring this right arm up and then we're going to bend at the elbow so that strap falls and dangles here behind the back. This left hand is going to come underneath here. So the palm here is going to walk up between those shoulder blades. So even if you have the ability here to grab the palms, I encourage you to try to use the strap here and really move your hands up the straps towards each other, but really moving to a place where there's almost a sense of ease and sensation simultaneously. So as you lift this upper arm up, I want you to very gently press the head back here into the elbow or into the arm and press the arm back into the head. And then slowly close the eyes down. So keeping that connection point with the arm and the head, and then pulling up with that right hand and pulling down with the left. And breathing in here. And as more space is created, you can walk those hands closer together. Breathe into those sensations in the body. And notice what's coming up without any judgment. Make sure to soften the face. We have a tendency to really scrunch up. And as you're ready, we'll release the left arm here and slowly unwind. And then we're going to bring this strap here to the opposite thumb here. So wrapping it around the thumb, bringing those fingers together, extending that arm up high, and then bending that elbow and bringing that left hand between those shoulder blades. This right arm is going to come back as it did on the other side. We're going to walk that arm up and that hand up as much as we can towards the shoulder blades, clasping onto that strap, really pulling down with that right hand here. This left arm is extending up, and just like we did on the other side, we're going to kind of press the head here into the arm into the head just a little, but mostly we're really pressing the head here, lengthening the spine. You can close those eyes down, really pulling into those hands, breathing deeply here. Soften the muscles of the face. And stay with that steady breath. Really make sure that spine is extending nice and tall here. We're breathing fully into the body, the front, the back, and both sides. Breathing into the diaphragm and the chest. Allowing those breaths to be large and expansive here. And if you feel space being created, you can walk those arms a little bit closer. Stay with that steady breath. One more breath here. And slowly releasing that right hand. Bringing that left arm around. We can place that strap to the side of the mat for now. And go ahead and grab your other block and place it in front of you. So it's parallel here with the navel or the abdomen. And we're going to take and we're going to ground our palms into the block here, pressing the block away. Bring those fingers together here. And see if you can't almost move the fingers away as if they're pressing up towards the wrists here. Nice, steady breath. And gently coming out. We're going to switch the feet, so whatever foot you have in front, we're going to place the other one on top. And then we're going to extend those arms out long and we're going to release those wrists. So you can roll them around in circles if you want. Practice with flexing them, so bring the fingers towards the face here. Flexing, flattening those palms, and then bringing those fingertips down towards the earth. And then let's try to link this movement with our breath. So maybe on those inhales, we'll inhale and flex those fingers up. And then exhale, drop them down towards the earth. Inhale, flex. Exhale, drop them down. Use your breath as a guide here. Beautiful. So we'll release those hands down and we're going to make our way into a tabletop position here. So move those blocks over to the side. And we are going to take those hands, those palms and those wrists right under the shoulders here. Knees are under those hips. So a standard tabletop position here. And we're going to just do a little bit of a wrist exercise here. So on an inhale, we're going to inhale, lift the palms up. And we're going to exhale, root them down here. So this next time, I want you to focus on the center of the palm here. So we're going to actually inhale, lift the center of the palm with the wrists up, and then exhale, lower it down. So now inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Good. We're going to take these blocks now, we're going to set them in front of us here. And we're gonna wrap the fingers around the front of the blocks here. We're gonna take those knees wide, toes to touch, and we're gonna come back into a supported child's pose here. If you need the blocks to pull back a little bit with you, that's fine. Breathing here. And as you're ready, we'll come back up. And we're gonna set the blocks on each side of the mat here. And we're gonna take this right hand and we're gonna set the forearm down. And the palm's gonna be facing up towards the sky here. And we're gonna take our left knee and we're gonna bring it up here to the wrist. And we're gonna bring pressure here. So notice if it's too intense and you need to back off or come out a little bit. But we're gonna use the body here to massage and really bring one of those fascial releases here in the joint. And if you're ready, you can move that knee up the forearm a little bit. Maybe rocking a little. Move it up one more time, closer towards that elbow. Gently massaging, moving that knee. And then we're going to slowly slide that knee down the wrist to the palm of the hand here. And let the knee massage out the palm of the hand. Continue to breathe. And then we're going to release that knee back underneath. Stretch that right arm out. And we're going to bend this elbow here. We're going to bring the hand to the shoulder here. You can come down if we want. And really stretch that arm here. So this elbow is sitting on the mat and we're kind of lowering the body down towards the mat, breathing into the back of that arm. And then we'll release back up. We're going to do the second side here. So let's take the left hand, forearm on the mat, palm facing up. Start bringing that right knee up towards that left wrist. Applying pressure here. If we can stay in stillness or bring a little movement if you want. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, moving up the arm a little bit. And then moving up one more time closer to that elbow. Finding movement if you want to or staying in stillness. And then dragging that knee down the arm to the palm here. Finding a little movement here in the palm. Alright, and then releasing here to extend that left arm long here. And then we'll bend that arm, bring that hand to the shoulder, left elbow down, releasing down here, breathing into that arm. Beautiful, lifting back up. And we're gonna make our way into a hero's pose here, but we're gonna do it supported. So take a block, bring it here between the legs. Move those calves out of the way as we sit back onto this block here, whichever direction feels right for you. Bringing those feet towards the sides of the body. We're going to inhale those arms up nice and high here. We're going to extend the spine long, and we're just going to breathe here for a breath. And then take these hands together, flip the palms up, and press up towards the sky, breathing here. Nice, steady breath. And as you're ready, release those arms down. Let them just fall to the side for a moment. And we're going to remove this block from underneath those hip bones. Bring those legs out long in front of us. And we are going to make our way down onto our backs here. So you can use those arms as a support as we make our way down. Extending those legs out long here. Let the hips fall open. Roll those shoulder blades under the body. The palms are facing up here. As we find our way into Shavasana, really let go of everything. Let the breath move naturally and freely in the body. And let all of the muscles relax into the earth below you. And slowly start to deepen that breath. Bring gentle movement to the fingers and the toes, the ankles and the wrists. And when it feels right for you, extending those arms above that head, reaching fingertips to toes, full body stretch. And then making your way over to the left side. And gently pressing your way back up to that comfortable seat. Keeping those eyes closed down and that spine extending nice and tall. We'll inhale those hands to our heart center, bringing balance into our being. And from this place of balance within me, I recognize, honor, and appreciate the teacher, the light, and the divine within each of you and all beings. Namaste.